Hey guys, welcome back to Roblox Entice. Today we'll talk about the best guns in Roblox Phantom Forces. Let's head into it. The best guns. Before we start, this is our personal opinion, so please don't be triggered. We won't be covering the M231 due to it being more of a PDW rather than an assault rifle, so keep that in mind. Also let us know in the comment section which AR do you prefer the most, or which one do you hate the most. Tier 1. Extremely potent, capable of demolishing an entire server. M16A3. Versatile, high potential damage, low recoil, fast reload. Aim for the head. An automatic trigger makes it much more acceptable when dealing with several targets without the need for great precision. M16A4. Same as the M16A3, but significantly more powerful in a 1v1 environment. Bursts are very precise, and recoil is easily mitigated with attachments, although you need to be considerably more careful when shooting, or you'll die. AKM. High damage, easy to use. Reloads are fair, but the muzzle velocity and recoil, although controlled and bearable, make attacking distant targets rather irritating, albeit better than the AK-47. However, because of the lesser damage than the AK-47, it's less acceptable in CQC. AK-103. Similar circumstances to the AKM, however I find the recoil slowly increases rather than flying to one area like the AK-47 or AKM. L85A2. Basically, a superior SCAR L if you're acclimated to the mild vertical recoil. Useful when the SCAR L isn't dependable enough to take on snipers or distant campers. AK-47, extremely good at close to middle range, much more acceptable when aiming for the head due to the increased damage. However, recoil is roughly AG3 with 3x scopes. AN-94, best rifle for longer sightlines, laser beam precision, and low recoil, but poor CQC performance if you can't aim for the head. G36, all-around weapon. You can do the job properly when asked. Tier 2, decent weaponry, but pales in contrast to Tier 1. AK-12, recoil is rather low, but damage pales in contrast to faster firing and higher damage per bullet models. I'd still use it. AUG-A1 and AUG-A3, both have minimal vertical recoil. Horizontal recoil is very easy to correct and are capable of mid to long range offense with ease. However, the reload speed is poor, and the CQC performance is abysmal. AUG-A2. Same when it comes to the recoil and reload speed. CQC performance is not better than the M16A3 or AKs, but rather more tolerant. SCAR L. Low recoil, great range performance, but CQC is poor if you don't aim for the head. Reloads are fine, but I'd go with the L85A2 instead. FAMAS. Powerful in CQC, but not so powerful in mid-range. Terrible reload time, exacerbated by the ROF, and the recoil is rather severe. Tier 3. Mediocre. AS-VAL. I'm sure you'll be surprised, damage is adequate, but I'd much rather suppress a FAMAS or M16A3 and aim at the head. Reloads are quick, but the terrible muzzle velocity doesn't impress me. It also has a high ammo consumption and either a small 20-round magazine or lower than usual reserves. AK-74. I mean, it's not too awful, but it's also not too excellent. I consider it the more bearable option if you can get headshots with the M16A3, FAMAS, or HK-416, though I'd rather use the AUG-A2. HK-416. Once the most powerful weapon in the game, it's currently rather useless. Instead, use the M16A3 or the FAMAS. An expert's view. Mr. Gunner, a Roblox firearms expert, responded as follows. AK-12, excellent ROF with burst, excellent recoil, and overall stats. Nicely aggressive AR. AS-VAL, very PDW-ish, very excellent. SCAR L, low damage, but reliable recoil. Useful as a panic button, when coupled with a difficult pseudo-primary, such as the new Army Revolver. AUG-81. As with the majority of AUG platform weapons, low ROF and damage are offset by relatively slow vertical recoil. M16A4, similar to the AK-12, but with a mid to long range emphasis. Overall, this is a really good pistol. G36, probably the most iconic assault rifle. Decent mid to long range damage, good recoil, and good ROF. It's nothing remarkable, it's just a pretty reliable pistol. M16A3, another classic assault rifle. It falls midway between the G36 and the AS-VAL, and there's nothing much to say about this pistol. AUG-A2, I've never used it. The AK-47 is a powerful weapon that is difficult to manage, high damage and recoil. FAMAS, very MP7-like, powerful rifle with good recoil, but useless at long range and ease through ammunition. L85A2, I've never used it. AK-74, a lighter, less powerful AK. In my perspective, it's rather underpowered, but it feels really great. AKM, a somewhat less powerful AK-47 with better recoil. I haven't used it much. It's a well-rounded weapon. M231, easily the strangest AR, with massive damage and severe recoil. When combined with standard irons, plus a laser or two, it's a death sentence for anyone under 140 studs. When you think, I'm just spraying at them, I'd be lucky if 1 or 2 shots hit. That's when you score kills. It's a lot of fun to attempt to master this pistol. What do you think about our tier list? Which gun is the best one? Let us know in the comment section. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.